Call the meeting of the Bay County Board of Commissioners together, the full board on Tuesday, February 20th, 2024 at 4 p.m. Commission chambers on the 4th floor of the Bay County building. Roll call, please.
Yes, Commissioner Banaszak,
Present.
Millette,
Here.
Herrick,
Here.
Radke,
Here.
and Begich.
Here.
Banaszak, I knew I said it wrong.
No Polish in here, right? Invocation, please, and then the Pledge of Allegiance.
Lord, we ask that you will grant to this Board of Commissioners and to all those in authority patience and understanding to work together for the good of all people. In your holy name we ask this. Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we have the minutes from the 1/16/2024 meeting.
Motion approved.
Support.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have the agenda for approval.
I'll move the agenda.
Support.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Citizen input. If you would like to speak, you can approach the podium, you can state your name, you can sign if you wish to, and I think we're doing 3 minutes. And Commissioner Radke is our timer today.
Hi, good afternoon, Board. My name is Michelle Penix, and I reside at 53 South Linwood Beach Road, Linwood, Michigan. I have a adjoining rental home at 43 South Linwood Beach, Linwood, Michigan. Lately, you've had a problem in here with somebody coming and speaking about rentals and how there are issues and problems. My thoughts are, personally, being an owner of a VRBO, ARB right next door to me, it's the people who own that rent to people that should be questioned, not the renter. Because we can approve or disapprove of anybody we let into our homes. And somebody, we advise them if we know it's a young sounding gentleman or something like that, that we don't accept parties, we do not accept this behavior. Yeah, and so I think some boundaries need to be set in this way. As well as, I have a huge problem in my backyard. I have somebody beside me that somehow their property got zoned at a C1, and they are putting multiple cabins beside my home. And I'm a resident. And on top of that, they purchased 2 other parcels in Linwood. And they are on the corner by the marina and up by the bay, beside the condos. And they are building more cabins there. My area is not a place for cabins. Our area is very much quiet. As much as we have business with boaters and all our fishermen and everything living there, I live right on the road of the marina. So I see the traffic I have, which is going to be overloaded and increased. It's going to create sewage problems, water problems, and several other issues. The fire department, too, with the area that they have of land to build on, is ridiculous to put 3 units on. It's incomprehensible how they're getting away with this. I really think our township needs to be looked into, because it doesn't matter how much I try to say no, they find a way to say yes. Rick Fletcher should have reclused himself, but instead stepped down or left under what circumstances, I'm not sure, but he would defiantly argue with me, bring up things on Facebook against me, which had other outlooks, because anything can be taken differently on Facebook, and would bring it up in front of everybody at board meetings. He is now off the board, but then there's Sam. And Sam really won't even let you talk or look at you respectfully in any way, shape, or form.
You have 30 seconds left.
Okay, and I would just like this county, somebody help me, please. I don't think cabins should be in this area. Bangor shut it down, I believe, or maybe they ended up passing it, but it was a big cause here, and you should really look into this for me. I appreciate the board's listening. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other?
Yeah, my name's Ron Penix. I'm from 53 South Linwood Beach Road, Linwood, Michigan, and we own the home at 43 South Linwood Beach, Linwood, Michigan. To piggyback on what my wife said, they spot zone lots next to our house years ago, and how it was done, I don't know, but they changed them to C1. They're wanting to build multiple units on a single lot. I've talked to Mr. Banachek. He said that they tried to do that in Bangor Township. He voted against it. I don't know if there's precedence been set in the county yet. Has somebody done this yet, Tim? Do you know?
It's not a question and answer. I can't answer.
So my question is as a county, it seems you want to be, if this is going to be allowed to happen, you want to be concerned how this is being allowed and what the regulations might be, instead of having some rogue township supervisor, that just wants to do things his way. Every time we go in, it's like talking to a wall. We've been living in our home for 27 years. Anyhow, yeah, so they're building little cabins next to our home, and every person I've asked if they'd like that next to their homes, they all agree no. And when I talked to Mr. Banachek at one of the meetings, he agreed that it was kind of a slippery slope that he chose not to do, and Bangor Township tried to do it. So I'd like to, it seems as a county you'd be wanting to be at least involved with how this would play out, because what's going to stop the next townships in the county from using what was set as precedents up in Carlyon Township for what they can do in Bangor Township or Monitor Township or what have you. So, thank you.
Thank you. Any more public comments? Any more public comments? Any more public comment? Public comment now closed. We do need a motion to excuse Commissioners Nemec and Poyer.
So moved. Support.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, petitions and communications. Number one, Don Carlyon has submitted letter of resignation from the Bay County Library Board. We need a motion to receive.
So moved.
Support.
Discussion? Just want to mention he's been doing this quite a long time. I'm sure there'll be some more honorariums that he'll be receiving for his service from the library board and from other people, but done a commendable job for wherever he's been with Delta College and the library. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have the supplemental valuation for the Bay County Employees Retirement System.
Move to receive.
Support.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We will have exact language for the March 19th, 2024 board agenda. All right, now we have Part A, Committee of the Whole. Commissioner Menajak.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Resolution number 2024-12, 2024 Marine Patrol Safety. I move to approve.
Support.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution number 2024-13, budget increase of $14,500 for 2 road patrol vehicles. I move to approve.
Support.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution number 2024-14, 911 surcharge funding from the Michigan State Treasury. I move to approve. Support.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution number 2024-15, 2024 Flex Administrators Administration Agreement. I move to approve.
Support.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution number 2024-16, EHIM Amendment to the Administrative Services Agreement. I move to approve.
Support.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution number 2024-17, handyman part-time position hired at a 2-year rate. I move to approve. Support.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And resolution number 2024-18, payables. I move to approve.
Support.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Then we have Part B, Committee of the Whole. Commissioner Benazak.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Resolution number 2024-19, tire shredder agreement. I move to approve. Support.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution number 2024-20, purchase of insecticides. I move to approve.
Support.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution number 2024-21, light track contracts. I move to approve.
Support.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution number 2024-22, $26,000 budget adjustment for security upgrades. I move to approve.
Support. Discussion? Mr. Benajak, I think we talked about this before, but this is for the glass.
This is for the glass, the chairs. Julie's in the audience if you want some questions answered. Julie?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, it's for the replacement of glass, 9 windows, the replacement of 4 doors, and the replacement, or to secure some tables and chairs to the floor, and the replacement of light fixtures, 17 of them,
Okay.
to a tamper-proof light fixtures.
Any questions? Julie? Thank you.
Thank you, Julie.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution number 2024-23, $16,000 budget adjustment for the purchase of laundry equipment. I move to approve.
Support.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution number 2024-24, RFQs for forensic pathology services. I move to approve.
Support.
Discussion? Don't see Joel here. I'll ask him later on. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution number 2024-25, Riemann Robson Audit Contract Amendment. I move to approve.
Support. Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you for your
Thank you,
report.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Harry, would you do the honors for the Board of Commissioners?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Resolution number 2024-26, reports of the county executive for January. I move this resolution.
Support.
Discussion? I'm reading through it now. It's a multi-page document, and it takes me usually about 3 months to get through it all. So, but I appreciate all the reports that you put out, because I know it's a lot of work to put those reports out.
Yeah, it's-
So, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty extensive. You all should get one.
Yes.
And, you know, maybe not word for word, glance through it and see the reports that you're interested in, but it's pretty extensive. Let's see. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
That would be all from the Board of Commissioners, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Reports of county officials,
Yeah.
county executive.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And we do appreciate it when you read those briefs, because our departments work very hard. We have very dedicated staff, and they're getting a lot of work done. Not a lot to report this afternoon, just that earlier the Brownfield Redevelopment Authority Act met on third floor today at 1 o'clock, and has preliminarily approved the second site for a cleanup in the city of Auburn, or actually for an assessment done on how extensive the contamination is, and then whether it qualifies for the funding through Eagle. And then also, I think most of you know also that our RFP went out last week for the design and build proposal, which has been issued last week for our health services center. So hopefully we'll get that project underway and get some good proposals from qualified contractors. And we'll have 2 projects going at the same time, with our animal shelter and the renovation of the art band building for our new health services center. I think that's all I have, Mr. Chair.
I think Kristen wanted another project to do, or a couple.
Yeah.
Not. Keep her busy. Commissioners' comments. I don't know if Commissioner Benajak wanted to talk about the rental issue, or where that's at.
Well, the rental issue, there's 2 different sides of the story. There's short-term rentals is different than rentals properties, which are inspected and registered through the townships or through the cities. We're having issues with short-term rentals all over, and I agree with what she said over there regarding the tenant. It's based on how you rent it. Most of these short-term rentals are absentee landlords. They're from different states. They don't know who they're doing. They rent to anybody, and I sympathize for them. We had one down the road the same way. They were bringing in people all hours of the day, night and day, and I agree with what she's saying, but the owners should be there filtering the people, but these out-of-town landlords do not do that. So, but in Bangor Township, and what she's talking about over by Linwood Bay Marina, they want to, it's a zoning issue. That's between the township and the people out there. It has nothing to do with the county. But I've been to the meetings, and, you know, they want to rezone it to a C1 so they can put multiple units on a little small property, trying to get away from the variances, the setbacks and all that. So that's between the townships and the builders and the owners there. And I kept telling them that we, the county, has no say what's going on with it. But we would like to be, you know, involved, but we can't. But other than that, all over, we're all having problems with short-term rentals. And it's at the state level now. If they pass it this year, it's going to be statewide. So it's not a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I know they've been working at it at state level for quite a while.
Well,
Rental units, western part of the state, and, you know, all over the place, too.
They're trying to pass it this year, so.
Yeah, Mr. Chair.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd just like to say I'm sympathetic to the residents out there. I know we've heard complaints around the county, very similar to yours. And there is legislation, as Commissioner Benajak just mentioned, that would actually would actually remove the, I think, ability of townships to regulate. I mean, it's important that that legislation pass. However, it sounds like you've also got some resistance from the township board on addressing that issue. And that's, Commissioner Benajak is correct in saying we don't have jurisdiction, but you certainly have our empathy. And to whatever extent we may be able to weigh in on legislation, keeping those decisions at the local level. Beyond that, it sounds like you've got some work to do with Colquhoun Township. And what do you have, about 5 trustees, is that, Charlie?
Elected board is 5
5.
members, 2 trustees, and then the treasurer, the clerk, and the supervisor.
So you need 3 votes to prevail.
Yes.
Okay.
Planning commission, of course, use this, will be using this in the very near future, with multiple cabinets on small parcels. We having a hearing, I believe it's March, either 13th or 14th. And that hearing, I think, will be a very hot spot. May be requested to do precedent, truly, because this is a very hot topic. Because when you start talking about a parcel of land 60 feet wide, you're going to drop 3 cabins on it. And you have to have 5 parking places. It doesn't even allow much green space.
20 feet from a bedroom window, dining room window, kitchen window, bathroom,
And
big room.
we couldn't get a Taco Bell on a normal parcel of land because of water issues, but yet we can put this many small cottages on a small parcel of land. I think that in and of itself is what people are looking at being very problematic. What do you do with the drainage? So,
Trustee Campbell, would you come up to the microphone, maybe? We'll start public comment a little bit earlier. We'll come back to commissioner comments. You can state your name, too.
That's what you wanted, was my
Yeah,
name.
that's right.
Charles Campbell, trustee, Colquhoun Township. This is a very hot topic. When we start talking about small parcels of land, I mean, out by the point, they're talking about putting 3 of these 587 square foot cabins. There's a small parcel, if you were on South Linwood Road, right where you're entering into the marina, and that parcel, they wish to put 4 587 square foot, and these also have lofts, so they're a little bit taller. And if they put 4, you got to remember, then that means they have to have 8 parking places. So it doesn't leave much green space at all, to put it really politely. So I think I expect that meeting, I'll reiterate, that's March 14th out at our township. And I believe there's going to be a lot of people there both ways, because the question is infrastructure. When you get down there and you want to put, say, those 3 units out by the water is serviced with a 2-inch water line. how would you fight a fire out by the waterfront?
Too much.
You definitely need a pump truck,
Right.
which is actually stepping back in time. And so, that is a big, and Linwood Metropolitan Water, had reservations last time I spoke to them, and I'm going to speak to them again about it. Could they and can they provide the water infrastructure? So we'll see what happens, but that's kind of what's happening in Carlyon. And I know the Planning Commission this week, I believe the plans are going to be presented as to what they want, because I just saw the plans this week myself. Any other questions?
Thank you. Any other commissioners have any comments?
Anything?
All right. Unfinished business. Any new business? And we'll go to public comment. Any other public comments? Any other public comments? Any other public comment? Close public comment. Miscellaneous. Yes.
I just have a quick announcement. If anyone's looking to watch a little bit of hockey this weekend, the Bay County Civic Arena will be hosting our first Puck of the Irish of the year, and we'll have 38 teams in town. So it will be a really busy weekend. If you're interested in watching 5, 6, 7, and 8-year-olds play hockey, it'll be a good time. So come and visit us.
I'm used to watching an 8-year-old play basketball. It's not quite the same sport as the pros, but it's a lot of fun. Any other miscellaneous announcements? Any announcements? Yes.
I think everyone knows Saturday, we opened our early voting at the community center. I was there Sunday, and I was number 15, and about 11, 12 o'clock. So people are coming in.
Yeah.
So I encourage everybody to go out and vote early. It's at the community center. From 8:30 until 4:30.
And that goes
And it goes
through
till
the
Saturday.
Saturday before the election. So that would be next Saturday, or this coming
Yep,
Saturday.
it's coming Saturday, yeah.
Otherwise, you got to go to the booth, polling booth,
Yes.
or absentee.
Absentee.
You can get absentee up until the day before, somewhere in that range. Yeah. Many options to vote. St. Patrick's Day is coming up on the 17th. It's actually on St. Patrick's Day itself, the parade. So I'm sure there'll be some politicians out there,
Are we having fun?
and other
Everybody's-
people too.
Everybody's Irish that day.
There we go. Yes. They're all invited. Any other comments, announcements? Otherwise, we don't have Mr. Poyer here, so who has the honors today?
Do you want to go through the appointments or just?
Oh, yes, we should do that. Thank you. So March, we have Bayonnack Behavioral Health Authority. We have 3 3-year terms that are up for appointment. That will be at our March board meeting. June, we have the Library Board, 1 5-year term. Mr. Travis, we also will be working on filling the Mr. Carlyon seat. I think we have the request out. We're working on that for March also, to fill that uncompleted position. October, Land Bank Authority, 1 3-year term. Bay County Department of Human Services, 1 at-large 3-year term, but that's a governor's appointment. December, we have Bay County Veterans Affairs Committee, 1 4-year term. And Department on Aging Advisory Committee, 4 2-year terms in districts 2, 4, 6, and 1 at large. Do we need a closed session?
We do not, Mr. Chair.
Yeah. Now,
Move to adjourn?
Support.
discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion
This one, he went like this.
adjourned.